Time for a love potion, a little sweet and spice. Throw it all in a cauldron, mix it up real nice.
Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. In today's video, I'll be sharing with you all how I made this delicious ofe Owerri. Some people call this ofe ede, some people call this ofe Okazi or Okazi soup, but it's also known as ofe Owerri. And as the saying goes, a person who does not have money does not cook ofe Owerri. So here are the ingredients for making this delicious Igbo soup. So I have my mixture of proteins, shake, cow skin and beef. I have my palm nut extract. You can also use red oil for this, but it's going to make the soup richer if you use palm nut extract. I have dry fish and stockfish, ground crayfish, salt and seasoning cube. I also have my periwinkles. I have my fresh pepper, a mixture of red and yellow peppers. I also have my ogiri or ogili isi, and some people say they can make ofe Owerri without ogiri, but I think it's optional, but I'm using ogiri for my own. So the vegetables for making this soup are vegetable, which is also known as ugu leaves, and okazi. So now that I've shown you all the ingredients, let's start making the soup. So I'll start by cooking the meat, and as usual, I'll cook the meat with only onions, salt and seasoning cubes. I will not be adding any water to this. The cow skin I'm using to make this soup has already been 80% cooked. That's why I'm cooking it at the same time with the other proteins. If not, you're supposed to cook that separately, and after it has gotten soft, you can mix with the rest of the protein. So I'll just add all the ingredients and cover this and let that cook in its own juice, after which I'll add the rest of the ingredients, okay? To thicken the soup, I'll be using ede. You can use any kind of thickener to make yours, but I'll be using ede for this soup. So I've washed it properly. Now I'll add just enough water to cover it, and then I'll cover this pot and allow it to boil until it's tender enough, after which I'll blend this. You can also use your mortar to pound it, but I'll be blending mine, okay? So the next thing I'll do is to blend my peppers. You can use a blender to do that, but I just want to use this mortar so I can roughly blend that. So I'll just crush it and set that aside. So now my meat is properly cooked and there's no more water in it. What I'll do now is to add the rest of the ingredients. I'll add all the ingredients excluding the vegetables and the periwinkle. I'll start with the dry fish and the stockfish. Next is the ground crayfish. I'll add enough salt and seasoning cube that will cook the soup. I'll also add the palm nut extract, just the rest, or just all those ingredients that I showed you earlier. I'll add all of them, add enough water that will cook the soup, then cover it and allow it to boil, okay? So my ede is properly cooked, and what I'll do next is to peel it, after which I'll put all in a blender. If you don't have a blender that is strong enough, I suggest you use your mortar to pound it, but if you have a food processor or a blender that is strong enough, just put it in the blender and blend it into a puree. So after that, I put that in a blender and blended it, and this is the consistency that I got. Make sure that it is lump free, okay? It is very important that this is lump free. If you know that you cannot blend it to be lump free, just use your mortar and blender to crush it properly, okay? So I'll set that aside. So the soup has been boiling for a while now. I let everything boil for about 30 minutes, and I think at this point all the ingredients have married each other. So what I'll do next is to introduce the thickener. So I'll add the header into the soup. Please do not add too much header to your soup so the soup does not become too thick. The soup should be thick but not too thick, okay? So I'll introduce the header, cover the pot and allow that to melt and also thicken the soup. After which I'll add the vegetables, okay? So this is the soup after the header has melted, and this is just the consistency that I want. So what I'll do next is to add the periwinkles, cover and allow it to boil for just a minute. I don't need to cook that for too long. And then after that, I'll add the Okazi leaves. I'll just let the Okazi cook for just 2 minutes, not too long, before I'll finally introduce the ugu leaves into the soup, and the soup will be ready. If you have watched this video up until now and you're not subscribed to this channel, you are very wrong. Please click on that subscribe button, and when you do that, don't forget to like. Also drop a comment if you know about this soup, okay? Drop a comment, and what kind of swallow do you think will be best for this soup if you make this soup, okay? And don't forget to turn on the bell so whenever I have a new video, you'll be the first to come here and watch, okay? So now I will introduce the ugu leaves, stir that into the soup and put off the heat, and the soup is ready. I enjoyed my own soup with fufu. I don't know about you, but you can use poundo yam, you can use semo, you can use eba, but the perfect swallow for this soup I think is semo or fufu, okay? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. They normally say that ofe Owerri is the rich man's soup, so you can choose the amount of or the quantity of proteins you can add to your own ofe Owerri to make it richer than mine. You can use goat meat, you can just do whatever thing you want. Just add variety to the soup. These are just what I would love to add to mine, okay? But it is a must for you to add dry fish, stockfish, shake, beef, and then you can add any other thing to that, okay? Thank you all for watching up until now, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.